today. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Conley. Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Conley, right side, and caught by Kohler. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Conley flushed out right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Conley able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Operating from the gun, Conley. He's got it. Touchdown. Michael Thomas, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Conley. He finds Bateman over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Off play action. Conley. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Conley. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up.
And the Ravens taking the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Conley looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Conley. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Conley, a short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Conley escaping the pressure right. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Conley eluding the pressure right. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Throwing to start the drive. Conley flushed out right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got a touchdown. Throwing to start the drive. Conley flush to his right. A looking deep here for Flowers. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw again. Conley. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Throwing on first down. Conley escaping. get rid of it. He's taken down. Gregory Rousseau able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, Conley eluding the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Conley, a slant route caught by Bateman. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Back to throw. Conley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point. Conley. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Conley over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Conley. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. A short throw caught by Andrews. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Escaping the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The throw over the middle taken in. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Conley. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Off play action. Conley. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Charlie Kohler from a yard out. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards that time for number 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. Conley. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Conley.
That's going deep for Bateman.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Eluding the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field.
Throwing to start the drive. Conley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Conley. Thomas brings it in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards that time for number 19. Throwing on 1st down. Conley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Conley. And Walker has it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st and 10, Conley flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Conley flush to his right. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Henry is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Operating from the gun. Conley got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Thomas. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. But this opening game has certainly not gone there. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Conley. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bills have recovered. And now here come the Ravens. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this will go out of bounds, so no recovery, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress
Today, it's the National Football League. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. Throwing to start the drive. Conley. And incomplete to open things up. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
To throw on third down, Conley. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. The numbers for Flowers last week. 5 catches, 90 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions. Throwing to start the drive. Conley. Looking deep here for Flowers. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. What good hands there defensively. And it's second down. Throwing again. Conley. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there. Third down here. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Conley. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. It'll buy some time right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He was intercepted on that last drive, the third one he's thrown in this first half alone. He'll look to right the ship here, 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Off play action. Conley out to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Conley yet again targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Conley flushed out right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Conley. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Back to throw. Conley flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first half.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Off the play fake. Conley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He has had all... They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2nd and 9. To throw from his end zone. Conley. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. That interception on the last drive, his 5th of the game. Thought that might be his last. Throwing to start the drive. Conley toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. On first down, Conley escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return will stop right around the 25. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have... To be honest, kind of surprised he's still out there. Yet another interception. Throwing on first down. Conley eluding the pressure right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes it...
And my goodness, another interception. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous... On 1st and 10, Conley. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Throwing to start the drive. Conley flushed out right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Off play action. Conley steps away to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Buchanan. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. On first down, Conley. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Looking to throw. Conley flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's their quarterback. his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Hey, you're down on the...
He capped off that last drive himself, had the touchdown run. Throwing to start the drive. Conley escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Conley eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The Ravens ready to take over. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Conley flushed out right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Conley flush to his right. To the right side into the hands of Flowers. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Off the play fake. Conley on the move to his left. And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. Off-play action. Conley. That would complete downfield to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Being chased out left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Conley. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Throwing on first down. Conley, a short throw caught by Andrews. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Throwing to start the drive. Conley. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw on second down. Conley. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Operating from the gun. Conley flushed out right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Back to throw. Conley flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Conley escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. And now here's another interception. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they...
Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. Throwing to start the drive. Conley eluding the pressure right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Jack Campbell there to make the play defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
To throw on 3rd down, Conley flushed out right.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
He's hoping for better luck here on drive number 2. Of course, the first drive, he threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. And now starting again here, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Conley, flush to his right.
Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted.
Now a play fake here on first down.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake. Conley rolling to his left.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Looking to throw. Conley.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Conley. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Aiden Hutchinson.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Out to his left. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. And he'll be looking to snap.
To throw from his end zone. Conley. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Off play action. Conley on the move to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Conley escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Give them credit for excellent coverage. Tight.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Eluding the pressure right.
Throw right side here taken in by Bateman.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. Off the play fake. Conley.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. Operating from the gun. Conley flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Conley flush to his right. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 16. Back to throw. Conley dancing to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Conley buying time to his left. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Hook up a 15 yards there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Back to throw. Conley. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And now here come the Ravens. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Off play action. Conley escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson,
his 2nd sack of the night. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Conley.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted it.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Throwing to start the drive. Conley being chased out left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Conley eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Flowers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Henry up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Steps away. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Off-play action. Conley flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Off the play fake. Conley flushed to his right.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him.
The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half.
Throwing to start the drive. Conley. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Conley.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Off the bootleg. Conley.
Bateman's got it on the crossing route here.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A first down carry for Henry. Shifts by at the 15. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Back to throw. Conley escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the...
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They begin with Henry, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Conley eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Conley flushed out right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. Back to throw. Conley forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Conley dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly the Ravens offense back out there.
Throwing after the interception. Conley sliding out of the pocket.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And my goodness, another interception. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers.
And now here is another interception.
And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium.
So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. Throwing to start the drive. Conley, a short throw caught by Andrews. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And the numbers for Andrews. Last week, 3 catches, 58 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
To throw on second down. Conley, and Thomas has it. 7 yards there and a first down. The Ravens had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
Looking to throw on second down. Conley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Conley escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Henry again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Regan.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Henry again on second down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get
toward the sideline, intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Now they're a little further behind the 8 ball after the interception. Off the play fake. Conley. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Conley flushed out right. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Flush to his right. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Rolling to his left. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of
bounds right there. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. The Ravens ready to take over. On 1st and 10, Conley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Conley escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Buchanan. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Conley eluding the pressure right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Off-play action. Conley finding room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game. And he's got a first down. Looking to throw. Conley. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got the first down and more. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Off the play fake. Conley flushed out right. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Back to throw. Conley flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Thomas. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown. Ball
Baltimore. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens are back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute... Out is their quarterback with his offense to take over once more. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Conley. He's got a man. Complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Conley. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Conley. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Conley eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Off-play action. Conley. Throw left side complete. Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals grab it. Still on his feet. Inside the 10. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Off the play fake. Conley. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Conley. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Conley flushed out right. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life.
And the Ravens taking the field. Throwing to start the drive. Conley. That's complete left side to Bateman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake. Conley. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Conley. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Play action. Conley out to his left. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Conley flush to his right. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37. Play action. Conley. Pressure comes and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of...
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Throwing to start the drive. Conley eluding the pressure right. That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And now here come the Ravens. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's It's caught. It's Flowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Conley. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Conley flushed out right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now, buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Off the play fake. Conley. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards that time for number 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Conley flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to...
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. On 1st down, Conley escaping the pressure right. Trey Hendrickson, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
He finds his man. It's Charlie Kohler. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in the
today. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland.
So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening. Off play action. Conley on the move to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Throwing on first down. Conley. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. To throw on second down. Conley eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it fourth down. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Flushed out right. He finds his man complete. That's Flowers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
The numbers for Flowers last week.
5 catches, 91 yards.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards. And not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it'll be second down. To throw again. Conley. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and 19. Operating from the gun. Conley.
That is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this to the right side and intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Conley.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. Off the play fake. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Conley. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Conley firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Throwing to start the drive. Conley. A short throw caught by Andrews. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Tuli Tuipulotu got in and dropped him. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. Throwing to start the drive. Conley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Conley escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Off the play fake. Conley eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punt.
The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Off play action. Conley flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Off the play fake. Conley. Flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off play action. Conley escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Conley eluding the pressure right. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jamie and Sherwood. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. On 1st and 10, Conley. Thomas brings it in. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Off the play fake. Conley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing again. Conley being chased out left. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Conley rolling to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Conley, yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Off the play fake. Conley. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Off play action. Conley. And that is in.
Get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide. Derrick Henry all alone. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And now here is another interception. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. On first down, Conley escaping the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Conley eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So for the Browns, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they